One thing that I feel like we need to do is more the focus on building up the youth. A lot of times, you go to communities and the youth is always the last thing that they invest in. The schools are really bad. There are no programs for the youth. I think most of the time what we usually see in communities is that they invest in everything else except the future. So their neighborhoods are really bad, so they're kind of profiled as like thugs or profiled as kids that are trying to do bad things. So when you're growing up in an environment where you're already looked at as less than, you're not in a place that you can actually become great. This is a justice issue. This is not just an education issue, because kids are going to jail at a young age of 15, 16, 17 years old, being placed into the system early, therefore preventing them from being, having opportunities to go to school, opportunities to work at certain places. I grew up in Fayetteville, North Carolina. There was a landfill behind my house, so imagine all the city's trash is behind my house, drug dealers on the other side. From that experience, I didn't see no other success story other than drug dealers. They're the only ones that had money, only ones driving new cars. What helped me in this situation was hearing the stories of the drug dealers. And they're telling me, look, don't do what we're doing. You go to school, play basketball. The trap dudes were telling me not to go into the trap. We forget that storytelling in race and justice is so powerful, because once you hear someone else's story, you realize what they're going through and maybe what you can do to help them. For a youth that doesn't know what to do, what to talk about, is talk about your life. Because there are always going to be endless stories to tell about your life alone. 1 year alone can give you 20 years worth of content. The first thing is really to tell the story, and then once they understand who they are and where they're from, then it would give them an opportunity of how they can take their story and help other people. So the idea of becoming successful is not really about how much money I can make, but how I can add value to other people. Kids is like someone there that is willing to listen and be in the trenches with them. I think if you just find one kid that you can reach, one kid that you can work with, you start with making a change with that one person and making sure they finish school, be a mentor, connecting with them. And I think it starts with just one at a time. Everyone can find someone to build, and everyone can find someone to disciple and bring up to new things. And you can be the difference in the world.
Take a little moment just to breathe. Open up your ears and allow your heart to listen to the whisper that carries through the ages.